Alright, what is going on? Welcome back to Chicago Karl. I am Chicago Karl. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at chicagokarl.yt and Chicago Karl on Twitter. Today, as you saw in the thumbnail and the title, we have another March Madness upset. The 14th seeded Abilene Christian Wildcats came in and defeated the 3rd overall Texas Longhorns. I don't even know where to start. This game was crazy. I remember seeing people talking about this game as a meme, as an upset meme, and it came true. I don't even know what to say. Outstanding performance by Abilene Christian. They held off Texas, and it wasn't even like, while they played well, it wasn't like this game was that clean. As you're going to see, Abilene shot 16% from behind the arc. It was not pretty. It was not a pretty win, but it is a win, and in March, that's all you can ask for. So just to break it down, this was the last game of the day, okay? Abilene Christian comes in out of the Southland Conference, being the only team to make it out of the Southland Conference, okay? They took second in the conference. I believe they won their tournament. They were 13-2 in conference play, and they were 24-4 overall. So they come in. Not the best team in the tournament, arguably, definitely in the bottom, I'd say 25% of teams in the tournament. They deserve a 14th seed. And they knock off Texas. Texas took 3rd overall in the Big 12, when the Big 12 was arguably the best college basketball conference this year. The Big 12 had Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, West Virginia, Kansas, and Baylor among Texas, and all those teams were tournament teams this year. Seriously, just insane. So I'm going to start. Just my thoughts. Texas didn't really look that sloppy. To be honest with you, they didn't look that sloppy. They didn't look coherent. They didn't look like they usually do. But, they had 23 turnovers. That was sloppy. They did shoot 45% from the field. That is good. It's right around average for the college game. But Texas just did not have it. Abilene Christian, and I know this is going to sound stereotypical, they looked like they wanted it more. It comes down to that. It is that simple. Abilene Christian, I thought, had more hustle. I thought they wanted the ball more. They hustled for rebounds. Obviously, Texas turned the ball over 23 times, and Abilene capitalized on that clearly. So just to give you some quick team stats, as a team, Abilene ACU was 30% from the field. They were 16% from 3, and they were 83% from the line. Those aren't great numbers besides the free throw percentage. It's pretty hard to win games nowadays if you're 3 from 18 from behind the arc, but it happened, okay? Texas, they were 45% from the field. They were 35% from 3, and they were 81% from behind the line. They were a lot more efficient shooting-wise, but they didn't get the win. So as far as Abilene goes, as far as players go, Mason and Pleasant led the way. Mason put up 11 points on 2 rebounds and not a single assist. He was 5 for 12 from the field. He took the most shots for the Wildcats. He was 0 for 2 from 3, and he was 1 for 1 from the line. Pleasant put up 11 points, put up 2 turnovers, had 7 boards, no assists, and a steal. He was 2 for 2 from the line, 4 for 9 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. And Daniels on Abilene, the guard, terribly inefficient. 1 for 10 from the field in total, 0 for 2 from 3. Same thing with Gaiman on the bench. Came off the bench for ACU. He was 2 for 11. He did not look good. He was 4 for 4 from the line, and he was 1 for 4 from 3, but he was not making his shots. So, Abilene Christian, like I said, a sloppy win. They looked good against this team. They didn't look good, period, if that makes sense. So that's all I got to say about Abilene, really. They beat Texas. Texas, you looked lazy. You looked lazy. You looked like you were running on 2 hours of sleep. I don't know what else to say. How do you lose to Abilene Christian? I mean, this is, in my opinion, is a bigger upset compared to the OSU and Oral Roberts game. I really think that's the case. I think Abilene Christian is a worse team than Oral Roberts, and I think Texas is debatably a better team than Ohio State. I mean, they looked better today. Just to get into it, Coleman put up 9 points, turned the ball over 7 times. You're not going to win games if your guard turns the ball over 7 times. Sorry, it's just not going to happen probably. He got 3 boards and 2 assists, so he wasn't playmaking like he usually does. Jones for Texas put up 13 points. He turned the ball over 4 times. He had a steal, he had an assist, 5 assists, sorry, and 3 boards. He was 2 for 2 from the line, 3 for 5 from 3, and 4 for 9 from the field. Not too bad. Sims from Texas, he put up 10 points, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 2 assists, and 11 boards. 3 for 3 from the field. I think Sims, the forward, had a good game. I'm not going to credit him towards this loss. This was not on him. This was more on the guys like Coleman, Jones, and Ramey. I mean, really, just abysmal. And in every form of that word, abysmal. Terrible. And it was a joint effort. I mean, Coleman, like I said, Coleman, Ramey, and Jones combined turned the ball over 15 times. That is more than most teams this tournament in a sloppy game. I don't even know where to begin. I'm disappointed. This Texas team is a team that a lot of people had going very far. I know ESPN put out that every bracket is technically busted, but even if they weren't intact, I don't think anyone really had ACU making a deep run. But that's all I gotta say, really. Texas Tech with the terrible performance. Abilene, credits to ACU for the upset. By the way, if I'm saying Abilene wrong, I'm sorry. I'm from Illinois. I know at Texas things are pronounced differently. If it's Abilene, just let me know. I don't mean to offend anybody with that pronunciation, but there you go. And I just read an article about Abilene transforming from a small D2 school to a D1. Clearly here, a D1 tournament winner. I mean, a game winner. They just beat Texas. The small conference beats the big dogs from the Big 12. That's all I gotta say. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. You can check us out on Instagram at chicagocarl.yt. Check us out on Twitter at chicagocarl. Let me know what you thought about this game. Let me know what you thought about the video down in the comment section below. Have a nice day. Continue to watch the tournament. Tune in to future videos every single day. We're going to be breaking down the biggest upsets of March Madness. Have a nice day. Thank you for staying around to the end of this video.